Good morning to you. My name is Adam Handler. I'm an attorney. You are now officially cruising with the case handler. It is Friday, the 25th of September, and it is my distinct honor and pleasure to welcome you not only to our show, but to the weekend. Another week in the books. Hope everybody out there is feeling good, feeling fine. Nice day today. Checking the weather out there just to make sure I'm not barking up the wrong tree here, but we are attorneys and we are here to help. You got a legal question, we got a legal answer. You got a legal problem, we got a legal solution. But all you got to do is call the number. What number is that? The number to our firm. We are Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico, a full-service law firm here in downtown Manhattan. And our phone number is 844-774-3529. 844-774-3529. We handle personal injury. We handle immigration. We handle matrimonial, real estate, litigation, business, employment, criminal. We got it all covered. And we do it in a way to make you feel comfortable, in a way that makes you feel like family, in a way that makes you feel respected, regardless of your immigration status. That's right. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, what you're doing here. If you need our help, you got our help. But you got to call that number, 844-774-3529 or 844-PPID law. Squeeze, what does PPID stand for?
Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico.
And are you down with PPID?
Hey, come on. You know me.
All right.
Always down with PPID, you know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as we rev it up on 93.5 FM, I've been on this radio station since 6 a.m. this morning. While some people were on their Peloton riding their lives away, I was here working exceptionally hard. Of course, I'm referring to, the shark himself, a.k.a. the case handler.
New personal record today, baby. New personal record.
Good for you, man. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, feel free to join us on our Peloton ride every morning at what, 6:45, Adam? That's the time you all right, no problem.
Cruise.
That's it. But right now, the show is about personal injury and immigration. If you have immigration questions, now is the time to start calling 844-774-3529. Get in there, all right, and get your questions answered. That's 844-774-3529. Without a doubt, this is the most powerful immigration radio show in the tri-state area. I know that much, okay? Without a doubt. I've done the research, all right? So give a ring, 844-774-3529. Speak with one of the attorneys for free. You get a free phone consultation. It could be Andrea. It could be Alexandra. It could be Conrad. It could be Nelson. Any of them. They're ready, willing, and able to answer your immigration questions for free. But then you will do the smart thing because you're not stupid. You're not silly. Okay, you know the right thing is to hire the attorneys to do the work for you. Never file your case yourself, ever. Definitely not with this administration, all right? So give a ring to PPID, 844-774-3529. Now, what if you have a slip and fall? What if you get into an automobile accident, all right? What if you get hurt on your job? What if you get hurt on the construction site, in a store, wherever you get hurt? Yes, you call 911 and then you call another number and you ask for the shark, okay? 844-774-3529. I won't stop needling him with that name. 844-774-3529. Give a ring to Adam Handler and he'll take care of the personal injury side. The immigration side, you've got a man himself, Conrad Pollack, managing partner. You've got Alexandra, boss lady Bondakov. You've got Andrea, Shira, Cher. Okay, they can take care of you. Ladies first, Conrad. I'm sorry, man. So let's go to the boss lady, Alexandra Bondakov. How are you doing today?
Good morning. It's Friday. Happy Friday.
Oh man, I'm so happy it's Friday. But then I remember I can't go anywhere. It's COVID time, you know. Yep. Andrea, Cher. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you, Squeeze?
I am wonderful. I'm energized. I did my Peloton ride also, so I'm energized. I didn't have to drink as much Bull or BioLife this morning, you know. Mr. Pollack, how are you doing today?
I'm good. Good. Hey, it's as Alexandra said, it's Friday and end of an eventful week. And we have the ladies on to share our airtime this morning. So living the dream, as they say.
All right, there you go. And Mr. Adam Handler, back to you, man. You good?
Dude, am I good? Listen, the case handler team has been kicking butt this year, despite the courts being closed, despite this pandemic. And we are so happy. I mean, every day we have a client coming in just with a smiling face when we hand them that big settlement check. Most of these cases that are settling these days are accidents that happened about a year ago, maybe a little longer. The average lifespan of a personal injury case is usually about a year to 18 months. Could be more, could be less, but that's the average. So we're doing some amazing things, and it just brings me such joy knowing that justice has been served. And, you know, these are all people that had thousands and thousands of choices of attorneys and chose our team, the case handler team of Pollack, Isaac, DeSico. And that is something that we just take so seriously and take to heart. So I'm feeling good and energized. We had a great week, and I think next week's going to be an even better week, Squeeze. I really do believe that.
That's beautiful, man. Beautiful. See, everybody that's listening on 93.5 and here on Facebook, one of the reasons why I love Adam, I'm going to say it. Sorry. I love money. All right. And, you know, Adam tends to be extremely modest, very humble, very modest. I'm the guy with the big mouth. I'm the one who will always say to you, listen, when you get hurt, no amount of money can actually fix that hurt. But I can tell you this, money can ease the issues that will come with all of that. So always go for the most, okay? Stop letting that little guy in your head or gal in your head say, no, you should not love money. You better love it, because guess what? When you get hurt, so many things happen. I mean, I have spoken with Adam where people have actually, you know, got into an accident, went to an attorney, did not get the maximum compensation, and then want to go back and get more. Adam, tell him why that's not going to work. They only have one choice, one shot, right?
Yep, we say it all the time. There are no redos. One chance at this, one choice of attorney, and it should be one chance, one choice, your case handler team, and that's what we do. Now, whether or not you like money or don't like money, the good news is you don't have a choice. In the United States of America, the civil justice system provides for one remedy and one remedy only. That's monetary compensation. And we make it rain, of course. But seriously, if you're out of work,
that's what I'm saying.
If you're out of work, your only remedy is money. If you've got medical bills, the only remedy is money. If you've got pain and suffering from the date of the accident to the present and from the present to the future, the only remedy is money. And if you would give me the honor of co-hosting this show, I'll just flip through a few cases before we get to those immigration questions, because I know that a lot of people out there, a lot of people out there are just really eager to ask us those immigration questions and get their answers for absolutely free over the phone. You got to make me a co-host, brother. You got to do it.
I'm making you co-host, man. My computer at times do not want to cooperate with me, but that's okay.
But with respect to the money, I mean, you know, those of you listening on 93.5 FM, if you could do so now or do so later, please check out the Case Handler on Facebook. Please check out the Case Handler on Instagram, and you'll see exactly what we're talking about. Squeeze, shoot out, spit out some of these numbers that you're seeing here that we've done for clients at Pollack, Isaac.
5.2 million, 5 million, 3.889 million, 3.4 million, 2.6 million, 2.5 mil, 2.5 mil, 2 mil, 1.9 mil, 1.8, 1.8, 1.7, 1.6, 1.5, 1.5, 1 mil, 925, 890, 850. We're talking about thousands, $850,000, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I mean, listen, the numbers speaks for themselves, Adam. But why don't you just give us one true success story right now? All right. We got the questions coming in for immigration.
Real quick, and then we'll, how do I let's see, 1.7 million. Michael, this is a great. I love this case.
Yes, go to the town that I grew up in, the Bronx.
Yeah, I love this case because this was a case in which we set up for $1.7 million, and we set it at a mediation. It was actually about a year ago, and this is a mediation is an out of court proceeding in which both sides try to come together and broker a deal through the help of a third party, a neutral. And I remember we were at this mediation sometime at the end of October, and the most they brought was $1 million. Now, listen, that is a ton of money, tax-free, life-changing. I get it, but I knew the case was worth more than $1 million, and we got up and we left. And 6 or 7 days later, we get a call from the insurance company that they will pay us what we want, which is $1.7 million here. Michael had one chance to get it right. He chose the case handler, and he chose wisely. $1.7 million. And if you could read that quote from me, Squeeze, I would be grateful.
This is without a doubt the legal team you need. They did good for me, and will do good for you too. $1.7 million. And this is from Michael from the Bronx.
Yep.
All right.
And you can see the picture of his car. He was rear-ended by a van. And again, ladies and gentlemen, you never, ever, ever know when an accident's going to happen. You can't prepare for it to happen. If you could prepare, then you wouldn't be in it. So the only way to truly prepare for an accident is to prepare for your response. And your response should be an attorney that knows what they're doing, an attorney that's going to be aggressive, an attorney that's not going to leave, that's going to walk away from $1 million. I called Conrad. I'm like, hey, Conrad, they got $1 million on the table. We're walking away. He goes, what? What are you doing? I go, easy guy. We got more.
It's a mill.
Conrad has all the faith in me and in my team. So I'm just joking. But that just shows you.
Oh, he doesn't have the faith in you?
What did you say?
He doesn't have faith in you?
No, he does have faith in me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I said Conrad has all the faith in me and my teams. I'm just kidding around. But if you have can I say balls on this radio station?
You can say balls. Okay.
When you have the balls to walk away from $1 million, you are the real deal. And we are the real deal. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you never need us, but God forbid you do. Have that number saved. I can't tell you how important it is and how big of a mistake it would be if you don't call us, if God forbid you or somebody you love is involved in an accident. 844-774-3529, 844-774-3529, or easy to remember, 844-PPID law.
That's it. Adam Haller, folks, on personal injury. We're switching to immigration right now, but remember the number, 844-PPID-LAW. All right, let's go to the ladies as per usual and see if they want to bring us up to date as to anything they'd like to share where immigration is concerned before we get to any questions. Ladies?
I'll go first because I think I have some good news for a change. I'll be talking about the law of unintended consequences. And it concerns the October Visa Bulletin. I know this is mostly a family show, but your listeners know what the Visa Bulletin is. It's basically a document that comes out every month, and it determines who is ready to apply for their immigrant visa. Now, at the end of the year, the Department of State, which is in charge of creating the Visa Bulletin, reviews the usage of visa numbers for the past year and creates a new one starting October 1st. And the law requires that any unused visas in any of either the employment or the family side be transferred for the next year to the other. So basically what happened during COVID since March, the consulates were not issuing any family visas. They weren't issuing employment either, but employment usage of visas is heavy in the United States. People apply for adjustments versus family where people apply mostly at the consulates. So that resulted in many visa numbers being unused. And those numbers were rolled into the employment side for October, which means that many people in the United States would be now able to apply for adjustment through their employer. And by the way, we expect a big rush of filings in October, both because of the fees are going up, but also because we don't know how long that visa availability will last. And by the way, this will most certainly fix USCIS's financing crisis for the year. So that's my update for the day.
Okay. All right. So that's Alexandra Boss Lady Bondikoff. I give everybody nicknames. All right. I'm not the one who came up with that. I think Adam did. All right. And she's one of the attorneys at the law firm Pollack, Isaac, and Nasico. Call her, 844-774-3529. Speak with her. Ladies and gentlemen, I have had the pleasure of I was in Jamaica and I had the pleasure of conferencing in one of my friends to speak with her. And she was very helpful. So reach out to her, get that free phone consultation, 844-774-3529. Back here in the United States, we have got Andrea Share. Anything you'd like to share, Miss Share?
Yeah, I see what you did there, but yeah, so fees are going up next week, starting the 2nd. So everybody must try to apply before then. Just as an example, filing for naturalization now costs $725. Starting next week, after the 2nd, it's going to be $1,170 to file for it. So it's a very significant change. And another news is that USCIS is now taking into account the public charge rule again. So you have to file that really long, difficult form once again with your filing.
Can you expand on the public charge? Alexandra, if you can expand on what the public charge is and why one should actually definitely make sure that an attorney handle their case where that is concerned.
So the public charge, basically, it's always been there, but now the new administration added more restrictions. Basically, the wealthier you are, the better off you are. So if you've received any kind of public benefits for more than 12 months at a time, then you are basically barred from applying. Or you need to have, now they're doing a totality of the circumstances test. And so they're going to look at different factors, positive and negative. And the more positive factors you have, the better. But a lot of people, for example, having a good credit score, having taxes, having credit history, no liabilities, all of that are positive factors. But a lot of immigrants don't have a work permit, so they can never have a credit history. So it's very important to have an attorney that can create a good packet and application for you so that you don't, basically you don't get denied on that.
All right, okay. Anything else, or you ready?
Oh, well, yes, another thing, the deadline to register to vote is October 9th, so just encouraging people to register. And
absolutely.
Yes.
And you can do it online also. Conrad gave a great website that I used the other day to look up, and I found I couldn't find my name in it. I'm like, what? So I made sure I made a call to the town of Greenwich.
Oh, actually, very cool story about that. Conrad, I got a call from Mr. K, we'll go by. That's a personal injury client of ours right now. He's got a major construction accident, and we're also helping him with his citizenship. And he said everything went fantastic, and he's on his way. And I asked him who he's going to vote for, and he said not Trump. So I guess I don't know. I don't know what that meant, but maybe there's other candidates. Maybe he's going independent or Tea Party or whatever it is. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, when you're a citizen of this country, you truly have the power to make change. And if you are a green card holder, for what is it? After 5 years, you can become a citizen. Is that how it works?
After
if
5
you are a green card holder, I'm sorry, what?
It depends.
Green card for 5 years, you can apply.
Right. If you've got a green card for 5 years and you have not applied for citizenship, you are, I think, just taking up space in this country. You really are, because you're here, you're paying taxes, you're a good citizen, and you are able to exercise one of the most sacred rights that this country has that many, many, many countries do not. And that's your voice, an independent voice. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't sit on it. And the filing fees have gone up. My God, what did they tripled or quadrupled since? Doubled, whatever. Doubling. It's still big money. It's still big money. So, many of us hit the celestial jackpot and were born in the United States and never have to worry about this. But if you've migrated here and you've become a part of this society and you have a green card and you're doing wonderful things, why not take advantage? Why not let us help you become a citizen and be one of the most powerful voices amongst a mass of the greatest people, the greatest country in the world. So please do so.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the, I'm still going to call him a shark, is the case analyst speaking on, of course, you voting and you doing more for your country. And
let's get a quick question. Let's get a quick question in before the top of the hour, because I got to hear these guys pontificate.
That's my favorite word here. All right, here's one. I got married to LPR. She applied petition for me in April 2020 as LPR. Now she became a U.S. citizen. Just need to know that. Does she have to update anything to USCIS about her naturalization, and will it speed up my case or not? I mean, now my case is still considered under LPR processing time, or after this, it will be considered as married to U.S. citizen time frame. Once again, I'm reading.
Well, first off, where is this person? Because if he's here and he's entered with a visa, he can adjust status now that he's married to a citizen. He couldn't adjust status if he was married to a permanent resident. So that's one major change. But the bottom line is, yes, they do need to notify immigration that his spouse is now a U.S. citizen. That will change the category. It'll change the processing time and potentially change the location of where he does his case.
Okay.
And as a spouse of an American citizen, if he is abroad, he's not subject to the proclamation. So that's definitely works out in his favor.
All right. 844-774-3529. Call for that free phone consultation, then hire them afterwards. Hi, everyone. Do parking tickets count as a citation on Form I-485? Everyone is smiling. Everyone is smiling.
No.
I pay my parking.
You can take that one.
No, they don't.
Okay. All right. Quick one. All
That's
right.
the easiest question we've had. I think that's
a question that somebody had and they needed an answer. And that's what we do here. That's the deal.
Okay. All right. One from Pollack's and Isaac the Sequence page. Question from Christian. Do you prove e-certificate? What is that?
What? Can you
repeat that again?
Do you prove e-certificate? I'm going to the page here. That came from the firm's page.
What's the question again?
Do you prove e-certificate?
I don't know what that means. I don't know what he's saying.
I think they need to call. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
844-774-3529. All right. Got another one here. All right. Until we get that one sorted out. I have an individual hearing in court, February 2021, for removal proceedings. This is the Nelson case here. All right, we need to get this over to him. Have EAD and SSN in hands. AP denied because of removal proceeding. Case is ready for interview. Fingerprint is done. Married base with LPR last month. My spouse became U.S. citizen. Attorney is working on my case. So you already have an attorney. So why do you call it? Why are you reaching out? But never give proper details. Any idea these kind of case about what happens next?
Go ahead, Andrea.
So there's a lot in that fact pattern,
yeah,
but if they're in court, but they're also trying to adjust status, they can try to do it in court. But I think if they want to change attorneys, they should call and get a second opinion, because there's a lot that has to be determined.
Yeah, there's a lot of facts that are missing. Yeah. Details we need to know.
Yeah, a lot of information.
This guy's life in the United States is on the line, or a man or woman, I'm not sure who male or female, but his future in the United States is on the line, and his lawyer is not providing correct details. mean, that sounds like he's rolling the dice a little bit to me, if you if you want to know the truth.
You definitely want to know what's going on. So
absolutely, and that's one of the reasons why I say to everyone, you know, I mean, Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico, ladies and gentlemen, is an extensive firm, and they have multiple immigration attorneys. That is the biggest part of the firm, immigration. I mean, yes, $126 million is a huge part, Mr. Adam Handler, but a big part of the firm also is the immigration part. That's what the firm was founded on. So you are getting experienced and very knowledgeable attorneys to speak with when you make a phone call to 844-774-3529. These attorneys have just about seen every possible case in regards to immigration. So make the call, all right? Especially when it comes to removal proceeding, you do not want to use any other firm but Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico. I've heard the horror stories. I've been told the nightmares. Make sure you go to PPID. You can now call them at 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. You can ask for Alexandra Bondakov. You can ask for Andrea Scher, Conrad Pollack, Nelson Madrid. And of course, obviously, when it switches over to personal injury, it's Adam Handler. 844-774-3529. If you're on Facebook, share that number with everybody that you know, especially if they're in the tri-state area, 844-774-3529. With 3 offices to serve you, they're of course easily accessible in the tri-state area. Obviously, New York City, Peekskill, and Brooklyn. Call them now, 844-774-3529. That's 844 PPID law.
It's 10 o'clock.
It's 10 o'clock. All right. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again. Cruising with a Case Handler show on personal injury and immigration. Adam Handler. Every time we speak about true success stories. We speak on the money that you have brought in and helped a lot of people get. But I need for you also to remind people what needs to happen when they get hurt in an accident. A lot of people don't pay attention. And there's some key details that we must share with people as to when they get hurt in an accident. Information is extremely powerful for you to represent them in their case. Yeah. All right.
Listen, we can talk about this, but it's almost like when you're in the heat of the moment, it's hard to remember, especially if you sustain serious injuries. I mean, listen, we've helped thousands and thousands of people over the years obtain millions and millions of dollars, and you don't just get in an accident and hit a payday. You have to have injuries that we can prove in the court of law. So a lot of times people are bleeding, they've got broken bones, they're knocked unconscious or excruciating pain, so they're not able to do so. But there are situations in which people in the moment can do things, and photographs are key. Photographs of your vehicle, the other vehicle, the condition at work that caused you to get injured, anything you can take pictures of. Everybody's got a phone, snap photos. Usually there's witnesses that will do that, but you want to be able to provide that information, and especially if you're hurt. Speak to the police, speak to emergency medical services, let them know what's paining you, let them know what's bothering you, and then eventually, get that medical attention. And the same rules apply for car accidents or construction accidents or workplace accidents. You want to report it. You want people to understand how it really happened, because rest assured, if your story isn't out there first, the insurance company for either your employer or the owner of a property or the other driver, they're going to come up with some crazy story pinning on you. I can't, it's like most parents will say, oh, not my child, not my son, not my daughter. It's never their child, right? Well, that's the same thing with defendant. In the 17 years I've practiced, never, the insurance company will always say it's not our fault, or you're not hurt, or you're faking it, or your injuries are pre-existing. And you want to make sure you have an attorney such as myself, such as Matt Goodstein, such as the case handler team, that's going to stand up and prove that wrong. And that's how you have a successful case. I mean, it truly is a team effort, but having that number saved gets you off to the right start right away. We get calls that people were in an accident 6 months ago, a year ago, They have no idea what's going on with their case. Their lawyer's trying to get them to settle for $6,000, a bunch of baloney here and there. And I say to them, listen, we can try to rectify the situation, but I wish you would have called me, a day or 2 or 3 days after this accident. And that's the best advice I can give you, having that number saved. I was pointed the wrong direction. Having this number saved, 844-774-3529, 844-774-3529.
Okay. And before we conclude, ladies, whoa. Anything else you would like to add before we go?
Just make sure you're registered to vote. That's it.
Sorry about that. My computer. What about you, Ms. Bondakoff?
I'm just going to add and build up on what Adam was talking about earlier. We at PPID take our civic duty very, very seriously. As a matter of fact, the managing partner has allowed some of my colleagues to take a day off and volunteer at the polls.
Okay. All right. One more question that just came in before we go. Hi, I don't have any arrest or criminal history. Still, do I need to get a police clearance certificate? I'm applying for adjustment of status. I have been in the US for 5 years.
No, if you're applying for adjustment, you don't need to get a police certificate, because that's the purpose of the biometrics. That when they fingerprint you, the CIS would normally do a background check against the FBI database. So if there's no arrest, you should be fine, but there's no requirement to provide a police certificate if you're applying for adjustment in the United States.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, all right. We will return live on Monday at 9:30 a.m. on 93.5 WVIP FM and here on Facebook on multiple pages. Want to say, have yourself an amazing weekend. And that goes for you too, viewers. Thank you all so much. Prior results through that guarantee similar outcome. And yes, this has been an attorney advertisement brought to you by the law offices of Pollack, Isaac, and Nasico. And I'm looking forward to hearing from everyone. But remember, call the firm, get a free phone consultation in any capacity of the firm, whether it be personal injury, immigration, or otherwise. And that number happens to be 844-774-3529. That's 844-PPID-LAW. Thank you all so much. And once again, have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you.